Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, episode 96 with me, Cid, and I've been busy since the last episode, and I've been, I don't know, getting things sorted, and well, for starters, you can see we now have 3 gargantuan flux networks. We have turbine 1 in purple, turbine 2 in red, and turbine 3 in the eye-searing lime green, which is just filling up. Yeah, so if we head out, oops, hang on, let's try and get airborne. If we head out this way, I do need to put a path in, but right now we have got this, it's all fully lit. I did move this back a little bit, mainly because I was a little bit concerned that that was too close, and it didn't turn out to be that way. But sorry, I just thought I saw a creeper then. God, yeah, not what you want to see when you're surrounded by all this steel and expensive things. But we've got the walls all the way around, so we've got 3 steam turbines, all fully functional, doing their thing, and in theory, taking some of the weight, if you like, from this, or ultimately there will be. We need to reconfigure and rejigger, repokerate some doohickeys and the likes. Now, last episode I also mentioned I would like to get this thing working so it can work full time, because if you come down here you'll see that these are all empty, which means all of that is empty. These are probably in a similar state of neglect, and if we were to, I just need to find the relevant thing, if we were to come along, oh boom, hang on, didn't want to do that, okay, there, no, there, let me just check, that should still be all okay. Please tell me. Harvester, yes, yes, yes. All still good. So what we've got going on currently is this comes down into here, and if I can, that is a connector, and that is loot 8. So loot 8, that is an import from the loot channel. However, if we were to come and have a look at that, that is compost 1. Compost 1 is an input directly from the, let me get the right thing here, the harvester for the canola. So that extracts from there, and we are importing the seeds into there, and the, I'm losing myself here, yeah, that's right, and that, so that is exporting canola, and that is exporting seeds. Right, so what we need to do before, let me just check we've not destroyed everything. We haven't. We need to rejig our system a little bit, and the easiest way to do that is going to be a quantum storage unit, probably. Yeah, no, I think we can go with a quantum storage unit, so we can make that. That should be no problem. We can make that. That should be no problem. We should be able to make that. Hang on. We should be able to make that one, no problem. And then we should be able to make that, no problem. And what we are going to do is, first things first, we need to put another connector, I think, here, maybe actually. I need a connector there. Hang on a second. No. In there, cables and pipes. Yeah, bit of that. Go with a connector. We should have some facade. We'll take that one, it doesn't really matter. And what we want to do is pop the quantum storage unit there, and I thought I took a connect. I did. So we are going to take all of those out. So that should just be connecting down. That can be quantum storage. Excellent. Alright, now what we could do with, and the easiest way of getting this is going to be just to go and harvest one by hand. Boom. Thank you. Got the canola, that's fine. And you can go in there and go down and do your thing. And then we need to, right, let me get this right. We are going to extract canola on here, and we are going to we're going to need another item channel there, because what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of that one, and that one, and that one. So the problem we had was the canola seeds build up too quickly. So we're extracting canola seeds from here, and we are going to do an insert into there. Simple, and that will have those in. I don't know, can we lock that? I'm not sure. Let's set you running. And what I will probably do then is change this after the first run. We'll change this to single running, so I think that should be fine. I don't know, what I'm a little bit concerned about is the fact that the power here, oh no, it's fine. It's doing it, and it is just doing a single run. So what we should find now is that this has got 299 stored, which is more than enough to fill that. Now the question is, and it's a good question if I ever get to it, how many canola seeds have I got stored in our refined storage system, if any? 1 or 2. I think this will be almost certainly handy for preceding the thing. Oops, hang on, can I can. Good. I may take the canola out of there as well. While we're at it. Right, so canola, we'll have those. And those, and we'll also have that while we're at it, because be wrong not to, wouldn't it? What we'll do before we do anything else is sleep. So yeah, power is a bit of an obsession of mine in these last few episodes, as you've probably noticed, and there is a good reason for this, because we are going to be using a lot of power for the space station. I have got big plans for what we end up doing over there. However, that should be that, and this should just keep ticking along quite happily, and I think we'll find that that's got far more canola seeds in it than that can ever utilize, which is nice. So I would like you to mimic that, and that can go there. That should already be mimicking that, so that can go there. These are all currently empty, so what we will then do is on this channel we are going to do an extract from here, stack at a time every 10 seconds. Every 10 ticks, sorry. Yeah, actually no. Every 60 ticks should be more than adequate. But then we're going to go and we're going to do an insert stack. No, insert. 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 And so we should see that that's gone down a fair bit. These are now full. We've still got 1.3 thousand in there, so we are more than adequately working there. Once these have all produced, they will all filter through. This lot will all start doing its thing. This stuff is doing its thing. Everything is bloody wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you a fully automatic canola farm. Fully automatic. Fully automatic is, I'm not really worried about that. The fact we can see that we can live with. So yeah, that was a basic fix to a particular issue, which was how to get this running to the point where it's supplying the furnace and, you know, generating the coal stuff for that. Don't know how long it's going to take before that kicks in, but hopefully what we should do is see a lot of the canola movement going, and as these grow we'll see them in harvested automatically, and should be good and happy. If I had a bone meal on me I could have used it, of course, but 57, I don't think any of these are particularly close. Yeah, I just want to check that this does work, but it's not actually playing yet. Anyway, that's the first thing for today. I'll be back in a second once I've just confirmed that this is playing nicely. Alright, we are restocked. We have stuff to do upstairs, literally. I mean, you don't get much more upstairs than in orbit, do you? And we are going to head back up into the things. I am wearing my spacesuit, which is good because that means I don't have to worry about dying, which is always a bonus. And so we haven't done much up here since last time. We are still, I just want to very quickly, very nervously out. Sealed, so we are good in here. We're not using any oxygen. I really need a better solution than that. I wonder if I could get away with a bit of chisels and bits. It's worth a try. Maybe at a later thing, just so I can. What I'd like to be able to do is see what that is. And obviously we came through here and we've got all these lovely catwalk areas, and we've got this going on down here. Now, one thing that I would have liked is a means of actually having ladders. Now, I don't know whether ladders will actually work out here, so I tried these. I thought might be worth a look. And needless to say, we can do that, and yeah, they're not playing. We don't really need ladders, it's just I find it a little bit annoying that we don't have them, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Now, we've got, once we get down here, this section down here I would like to actually floor over, and then we'll have these nice white areas, and then we'll come out to that. And as we go down our further down into the station, we will have a gravity chute here. By gravity chute I mean it will be a drop, and we can just jump up, and we can jump up, down, and get up. You know, we're in 0G. We can do all of this stuff. We need more glass in this in the Taurus, but right now I want to play and start planning what we're going to do down beneath. And to do that, we're going to head back into our oxygenated area for starters. And we're we'll get our thing down, our hoofer. Right, first things first, let us play with chisels and bits and these. Yeah. Tools. Chisels and bits bags. Chisels and bits. Chisel, actually put that one away, get the more worn one out. We'll get you, pop you down, and we shall just check what's in there, because this looks to be an awful lot of crap. In fact, there is an awful lot of crap. I'm going to tidy this lot up first. And that'll do for now. I'll tidy later. I'll tidy later. That's just right, and we shall take out the entire block. That's good. And then we're going to take you, and we're going to take that out there. And what I think we'll try is, if I can get the line, so we know if we do that, I can, hang on, let me get rid of the, I can still see, and check pending, sealed. So we're good. And we can just do that, I think, maybe. I don't think we need anything more complicated than that. And we're still sealed. Oxygen. We should be fine at that, I think. Okay, so then we can take you and copy, and we can take you over to here and placement, bang. So we'll, if we come around like this, then it should work quite nicely as a solution. Excellent. Perfect, 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 because we can come in here and we can see that we've got things now. Thermal attachment, I'm not really worried. We are still sealed, so we are good, 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 good. And any, have we got, have I picked up all of the iron bars? Yes. Right, that's a little job out of the way. And let's be honest, sometimes what you need to do is get the little jobs out of the way, because once you get the little jobs out of the way, you put everything in the wrong place. Okay, let's try that again. Bang. Boop, boop, boop. And that goes away. Oh, you know what I didn't bring with me? I didn't bring my magnetic thingy. Magnetic magnet. So I'll grab that, I'll be back in a second. Alright, while I was picking up my magnet, I also picked up a new building block. Tyrian, one of my favourite sci-fi building blocks from Chisel. Absolutely brilliant. We don't quite need all of this on us right now, but I've also got a little bit of decoration around the place, but not necessarily in here. So we'll leave a lot of that. That should be enough. And then if we can go and grab you. And we shall take that, and we're taking it to shiny plate, and we're going to chisel them all because we can. And then we're going to head out into space, and we're going to start planning probably some of the next parts of this phase. We still need to pressurize the torus. That's going to be a thing. Right, now I am at Y77. Now I am going to assume that when I get down to Y, steady on there. When we get down to Y0, we fall to Earth. And that would probably be a bad thing. So we're going to try and avoid doing that. Purely and simply because I assume that it would be unhealthy. I'd probably go down to about Y5. For the maximum depth of this, if I can just slow down a little bit here. So the central spike of this is going to be a lot more structured. Slow down there. And what we're going to have, I think, is we're going to start off with oh damn you, don't hit that. Can we actually not build there? Presumably we can't then. Okay, not a problem. We should be able to build there though, and then we can bring this all the way down and repeat. And then we'll probably put some kind of transparent factory block girders around the edge just to make this more structural. This is obviously going to be like the heavy metal central beam. It's going to carry on down through some more structures further down until we get down to where the laser drill is going to go. Hang on, slow down a bit. And back down we go. Yeah, now I have got creative flight, so if we do end up falling to the planet, it shouldn't be a terminal experience. Shouldn't be. However, never let it be said that I'm just going to assume that shouldn't be is the case. I'm going to try not to fall to our death. That will invariably be embarrassing. Right, so we need to go down very slowly, and then what we'll do is we'll, as I say, about Y5 maybe. Hey, steady on there. We'll get a kind of a platform done. But this is going to be a big station. I fully intend this to be massive. So yeah, I've got some building to do. Let me get this down and I shall be back in a second. It wasn't wise. It was definitely not Y0. We have reached the bottom. We haven't fallen to our death because we have a parachute, which is good. Whew. I presume I still have a parachute. Okay, well, we know where the bottom is. Let's go back up and find out where it actually was. Oh, we didn't get there. Hang on. Off we go. Okay. We are back. Well, thankfully, we had a parachute and I also had a creative flight, so at no point were we in any significant danger of dying, which is always a bonus. However, the depth of this is possibly going to put a crimp on some of my plans. It's not a total crimp. We can work around it, right? So what we need to do is we need to go down. The bottom there is where the laser drill is going to go. I need to try and get this in place so without falling to our, no, it's not death, but not without having to go through the hassle of getting back up here. Slow down, slow. And now down. No, oh man. So the attention to detail of this mod and the ability of it to simulate this kind of zero-G atmosphere, I think I've mentioned before, is awe-inspiring. But it's painful as hell as well when you're trying to do anything. Anyway, I need to get some kind of a platform down here, so I'll get that done, be back in a second. Alright, I've got a little platform. I've started extending a spike down, however I would like a few other bits and pieces. You really can't see anything from up here, of course. So, we're going to grab that, maybe 2 or 3 stacks of that, and we're going to grab definitely that, and maybe 1 or 2 more stacks of those. We shall convert all of pardon me, we convert all of that to that, and we're going to convert all of that to, I think, that, and all of that to that, and that should give me a reasonable amount of working material. So my original plan, as you can imagine, would have been to go down about 80 blocks. Now the platform is nowhere near that down. It's considerably lower, and consequently I should also think we maybe want to play around with, let me just get you over there, let me get one of those, go in here, jump you, blob blob, lovely, get that restocked. Right, so we got the spike, it goes down, and then there's going to be a thing at the bottom, which is where the mining laser is going to live, and then we'll probably have to do something up above now, because my kind of plans have been somewhat scuppered a little bit by the dynamics of this dimension. But if we can just get ourselves to kind of bang onto, come here. No, oh, damn, too far. Right. So my thoughts were that whenever you watch sci-fi, they always tend to be very girdery orientated, the kind of the structural elements that connect the stations or ships up. So, you know, you get these long freighters with lots of like a central spine running down them, and that is the kind of the feel I just want to get for this. Just a little bit of more industrial and less shiny clean space station, and we will mix and match a few more bits up, but the bottom part of this space station needs also to have some white cleanliness to it, and that is going to come in at about this level down here, and then we need to kind of link all of this in together, this massive great torus and that kind of thing. Now that is going to be easier said than done with my original plans, but we'll get there. We will get there. Oh damn it. Unless of course we cock up like that, in which case we might not. But we're going to come down to here with this, and then we're going to start a new structure coming out from there. We'll probably try, I don't know what, I'm not entirely sure, I haven't really figured out the exact structure for this, but we'll come up with something, I am sure, that kind of fits the theme. But for now, let me just get this in, try and get a shape that I like, and we'll see where we go from there. Back in a mo. Alright, just a quick update. I have a shape that I'm gradually building. It is taking an age. It's going to be a ellipsoid. That's this is 7, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Which will form a bigger part of the station down here for stuff, living quarters, whatever it may be. We'll put something above the station. I have an idea for that. The only restriction with that is hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The only restriction there is that it has to have a hole through the middle, so the astral platform can see stars, and as long as we've got that, we're good. But anyway, this is going to take a hell of a lot of this material. It's going to take a lot of time to build, so yeah, I'm going to stop yakking. I'm going to carry on getting it done. Back in a mo. Alright, it's official. I've run out of white blocks. We need to get a lot more. This entire structure, by the way, is 6,006 blocks, plus the additional bits that I'm throwing in. So you're going to get a feel for the structure as it's going in here, and we're going to have these are going to come round. There will be glass in it eventually, and you know, windows and interior corridors and whatever. But right now I need to get back down to Earth to grab some more things. I might as well just parachuting, eh? It just would seem sensible. We're closer to the interface than we are. So there you go. About 34 blocks. Why 34? Which is a bit crazy. But doesn't matter. We can try and. Can we control where we're going? Oh, I don't think we've got any control of where we go, actually. Doesn't matter. It's not like we're not in a very good place. Right. So, I need to get a shulker full of the, not that stuff, laboratory blocks. Laboratory. How am I doing for stone, just out of interest? 7,500. I've actually got less stone now than I have iron, which is interesting. I could use the material stoneworks, of course, to make smooth stone. That's always an option as well. However, I want the laboratory blocks, don't I? Laboratory. Oh, we don't. Yeah, and that's just quartz. How are we for quartz? Just stupid question. 1.9k. Yeah, we should be good for a while yet. What we do need, however, is a shulk of some description, preferably a bigger than normal one. I thought I had more of those than that. I suppose I could. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can. How many have we got? Any in there already? We haven't. So I could just use a dank null as storage, couldn't I? So we go and bub. And then put that in. Yeah, I'll take. That'll do me. Alright, so that's as good a storage as any. I'll take. Oh, I think we're going to need a few more of those yet. And we are definitely going to have to think about getting some stone production going, because we're going to go through this at a fair old rate of knots, I suspect. Anyway, that's a problem for another day. Right now, my problem is building this. So I'm going to continue, and yeah, I will see you hopefully when we've got a structure. I think that'll do me for now. Back in a bit. Something weird is going on with the seal in here. Now it's saying its area is too big unsealed, so I don't know. I'm unsure as to what's going on. I've taken that it was. Damned if I know. Anyway, we have got a whole load more of the materials. I brought this, and curiosity, as they say, killed the cat. Or the alternative saying is that curiosity catapulted Cid into deep space. I may regret this, but I have a solution. And what we're going to do is we are going to take our ender book. We are going to, let's have a look. What do we not? Still eat viewing, because that's no longer in there. And we are going to just say new location of space. So my question, and this is a valid question, is if I put an aerial faith plate down in here with a vertical orientation and a 300 strength, what do you think that's going to do? It's not as bad as I thought it would be. We can certainly slow down. I'm liking the view. What I am actually thinking is that we can use these as a means of getting around the station, like gravity in the gravity chutes, or the, you know, the drop chutes, whatever you want to call them, we can use them. However, right now, what we need to use is a whole bunch of this lot. And we need to chisel it all over into that, and I need to finish off getting these in, getting that on, carrying on around. It's going to take a wee while. Back in a moment. A little bit further on, I just wanted to point out this thing is invaluable. Cyclic building scepter for this kind of work. Whereas I would have previously had to place a block here and then one there and then take it out, I can just do a push and then bang like that. Similarly over here, and bang 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 like that, and then we can, oh bum, that's not quite what I wanted to do, but it is not a problem because we could have used the pull function as well, but it's quicker just to break it, I think, for this instance. But that allows me to throw in a shape very, very quickly. I don't think I'm going to get this entirely built this episode because I've already been at this now for about 3.5, maybe 4 hours in total. So I would have liked to get it done, but I would like to at least get halfway and then maybe get the scaffolding structures in place. And I'm thinking about putting scaffold up along there and maybe even elsewhere in the thing. I'm going to vary up the blocks as we go, you know, it's usual Minecraft building advice, isn't it? Make sure you vary your palette a wee bit, but that works really well. So we've got a few more layers to do and I shall be right back with you. Alright, well, we can get an idea for the scale here. Oh, hello, come back here, you. I'm not that desperate for them, but I think that was nearly a full stack. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it was. So we got the structure in, or at least the base of the structure. That's going to be the shape of the dome as we go from the other side. There will be definitely glass involved. There will be definitely some interior work. Ultimately, I want to get this entire thing bloody oxygen tight. If I can work out why it's failing to seal, I don't really know why that is. The only thing I can think is maybe the doors. Maybe the doors are still not sealing, so it's basically giving you this entire space. I really, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But we've got a very, very large structure being built, and I think I might do something at the top. I really do think we may take the top part of this as a structure as well, but for now, that's what we got, and yeah, it's only going to get bigger. I am going to have a good look at DecoCraft to see what we can find in that mod, to see if there's anything that we can use. Let me just get in and through here, because you know, if we look at Galacticraft, there is bound to be, we've got like a communications dish. Now we can build that. Where does it actually live though? Can we just whack it onto the, is that something we can place? If so, cool, great. We can use it, but we'll definitely be putting these in cryogenic chambers, but although we will need some dash, so we will have to go to Mars before we can do that bit. May get to Mars sooner than later, I don't know yet. I am in two minds, and I've got no idea what are energy beams, walkways. You see, this kind of stuff, it's bloody expensive for the same kind of thing, so I really don't know what to do for the best on some of these items, but On the whole, I might actually see if we can get over there, if we can get the, God only knows, compressed iron. Seems relatively inexpensive. Apart from the titanium, which we get from titanium. God only knows. Yeah. Well, and we should also make one of these, because that could be really useful whilst dashing around in space. But there's, we've got other things. We've got deco craft. There may be something in there which is appropriate. Some of it probably isn't. I can't imagine having the dollies or the monkeys overly, unless, of course, we can find a spaceman plush, because that would be in keeping with the tendencies that I have done in the past. Yeah, a lot of this is completely irrelevant and not really suitable. I'm sure there'll be stuff in here that could be used. In and around the actual base. Old stove, probably not. I suppose weight. I mean, if you had gravity, if you have artificial gravity, one of the things they do put is resistance training into the space station. So it's really, to some degree, applying your imagination and making some of the things we have fit. I can't imagine a basket with baguettes being overly useful in this build. However, flat screen TV, maybe. Certainly computer kit, if there's, tech, would be certainly an option. So, yeah, we have got some options. Not a huge amount. Not as many as I would have liked anyway, but there you go. What can you do, eh? And I don't think the spiral staircases with the various... you could possibly use the quartz one, maybe, or the stone. That might get away with it. But again, we don't need them. We can 0G pretty much everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, I need to get back down to a reasonable point, and we will definitely need to continue this on next episode. Now, whether I continue this immediately next episode or whether I take a break and do something else, I don't know. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye for now.